Well, hello. Thanks for checking out What's Up at Fun Factory Hobbies for the fortnight ending Saturday, October 5th, 2024. New stuff, because, we do that a lot. First, here we have the Charizard EX Super Premium Collection. Comes in this nifty box. You can see the statue in there. It comes with a foil promo featuring Charizard EX, 2 foils featuring Charmander and Charmeleon, a card display figure featuring Charizard, 10 Pokemon TCG boosters, and a code card for the Pokemon TCG Live. Very limited supply for this premium product. Also, for Pokemon, they finally got the Stellar Crown booster bundles out. So this is basically just 6 booster packs of the Pokemon Stellar Crown set. Supposed to have been out 3 weeks ago, but they're just out now. So there you go. Here we have Kingdom Legacy, Feudal Kingdom, a legacy game by Jonathan. Yeah, I'm not going to pronounce that last name. So it's a solo game. You've claimed the land. Now let's get to work. There's a kingdom to build. It's a unique solo campaign full of exploration, delight, and adventure. Discover new cards and learn how to use them to your advantage and how to survive hardships. Some cards will be torn, others will be upgraded or enhanced with stickers. Whatever it takes to build the ultimate kingdom, your kingdom. By the way, what will you name it? Write the name on the side of the box with the most permanent marker you can find. Your journey starts here. Kind of nifty. I know a lot of people have been looking for some solo games. There's one. D&D related. Here we have from Fanroll, licensed from Wizards of the Coast, the 50th anniversary dice collection retro Holmes replica. So these look like the dice that came in the original box sets from the 70s. They are not those dice. They are modern acrylics. It even comes with a crayon and a paintbrush, I think, to color them in. But some of the colors of the old box set dice also get you right in the feels. Okay, come on, work with me here. There we go. Yeah, it doesn't say. But yeah, cool stuff. More D&D, 50th anniversary. Yay. From Old School Essentials, we have gotten a bunch of these. I'm sorry, not from Old School Essentials. It is Old School Essentials from Exalted Funeral and Necrotic Gnome. Here we have the Old School Essentials Advanced Fantasy Players Tome. We'd gotten a bunch of the basic and advanced books for that, but they were out of stock of the Players Tome. The Adventure Anthology 2 for Old School Essentials. These are official adventure scenarios. 4 short adventures for Old School Essentials, taking adventurers from musty barrow mounds to gnomish shrines to sinister cathedrals and accursed step walls. Works with basic or advanced. And they were also out of this one. Winter's Daughter, Dalmanwood. The Tomb of an Ancient Hero lost in the tangled depths of the woods. A ring of standing stones warded by the sinister Droon cult. A fairy princess who watches with timeless patience from beyond the veil of the mortal. A forgotten treasure that holds the key to her heart. A romantic fairy tale dungeon adventure for characters of 1st to 3rd level. Requires Old School Essentials, Classic or Advanced. Or both. Also from Exalted Funeral and Games Omnivorous and Losing Games, Mouse Ritter Sword and Whiskers role-playing box set. brutally fast, equally flavorful. Character creation gets you playing your mouse adventurer as quickly as possible. Physical card-based inventory keeps bookkeeping to a minimum and hard choices to a maximum. Dangerous and evocative magic with system with 15 spells to find and cast. Generous toolbar of resources provide the game master with plenty of support to create their own mouse scale sandbox adventures. Delve into the ready-to-play adventure site of Stumpsville and explore further into the Earldom of Eck. Includes a 44-page rulebook, GM screen, Honey in the Rafters adventure, pad of character sheets, item and condition cards, dry erase markers. Gets lots of really good reviews online. From Army Painter, we have the Wet Palette Wargamers Edition. The XL Wet Palette includes 50 Hydro Sheets and 2 Wargamers Hydro Foam. Comes with this nifty tray, which works with the Wet Palette to keep your paints fresh for longer. And the handy tool trays over here to store your variety of brushes while you're using it. Cool stuff. And it is considerably larger than the old Wet Palette. It's several inches longer and taller. All right. Back to Pokemon. Also very limited supply. Houndstone EX box. Comes with a foil promo featuring Houndstone EX, a foil card featuring Gravard, an oversized foil featuring Houndstone EX, 4 Pokemon TCG boosters, and a code card for the TCG Live. From Warlord Games, the new Battle of the Bulge 3rd Edition Bolt Action Starter Set. Hard-bitten U.S. infantry clash with elite German paratroopers. It contains Bolt Action A5 rulebook, A5 being one of the European paper sizes. Battle of the Bulge scenario and assembly booklet. 24 hard plastic U.S. Army infantry winter. 18 hard plastic German Fallschirmjäger paratroopers in winter. A hard plastic M8 Greyhound armored car can also make an M20 scout car. Hard plastic ruined farmhouse terrain piece, an M8/M20 scout car stat card, full color water slide decals, vehicle damage markers, plastic bolt action templates and tokens, plastic pin markers, 6-sided dice, bolt action order dice. Fun stuff. Of course, we have a whole range of other bolt action kits from infantry, vehicles, tanks. Lots of good stuff there. All the old models are fully compatible with the new edition. Okay, from Games Workshop. Get this box out without knocking everything else over. We have the new Kill Team Hive Storm box. Tactical skirmish combat in the 41st millennium. It's a huge box. It has lots of stuff in it. The figures and terrain come unassembled and unpainted, but there's a sample of what it can look like assembled and painted. Also, a new kill team, or perhaps reprinted for this new edition, Corsair Void Scarred Eldari Void Pirates. I personally like the kill teams because they have some pretty cool, unique models that you don't normally find in some of their terrain. And the kill team upgrade equipment pack. More terrain and objectives in 3D model size. Okay. From Looney Labs, 100 Acre Wood Flux. Your Winnie the Pooh variant of Flux, the game you can play with your plushies. Flux is one of our favorite card games, and Winnie the Pooh's kind of fun too. Also from Looney Labs, the Monty Python Flux Patsy Pack contains 8 new Flux cards of those varieties. 2 keepers, 4 goals, 1 action, 1 new rule. And, as if that weren't enough, the Solo Flux Playmat, a 14 by 24 inch playmat with rules for how to play any version of Flux as a single player. Requires a copy of any variety of Flux sold separately. From Happy Camper Games, this is the guy who used to be basically the brain at Game Right Games, but they got bought out by corporate interests, and so he's founded a new company, Trio. Can you find 3 of a kind? Reveal 2 cards either from the middle or by asking any player for their lowest or highest card. If you find a pair, go for the trio. No match, the cards go back. With a little memory and a little luck, winning is as easy as 1, 2, 3. A clever card game that's full of surprises. Has 36 cards and rules of play. For 3 to 6 players, ages 8 and up. Excuse me, goodness. Oh, more Pokemon. That was another Stellar Crown bundle. This one from Themeborn. Escape the Dark Sector, the game of deep space adventure. Escape the Dark Sector is a simple sci-fi adventure game with a focus on atmosphere, storytelling, and player cooperation, perfect for newcomers to tabletop gaming. Play as the crew of an impounded starship. You find yourselves confined to the detention block of a vast space station, using a variety of advanced gear, weaponry, and embark on a desperate mission to find your ship and blast your way home. Can you escape the dark? 2-minute setup, simple rules, easy to learn, social, cooperative gameplay, rich atmospheric adventure, thrilling tactical combat, a different challenge every time, lots of cool stuff. And when you like that starter set, we've also got Mission Pack 3, Quantum Rift. The very fabric of what you consider real is shattered as you hurtle through time and space, coming face to face with legendary dangers of the distant past. It's an expansion. You'll need one of the starter sets to play. And Mission Pack 2, Mutant Syndrome. Exposed to a mysterious mutagen, the bodies of large numbers of Dark Sector inhabitants have begun to gruesomely distort, as have your own. Dun dun dun! And, as if that weren't enough, Mission Pack 1, Twisted Tech. Discover the bizarre and disturbing technology of the far future where sinister intentions and limitless possibilities collide. Also from those same folks, Escape from the Dark Castle, a game of atmospheric adventure. After years of wrongful incarceration, you finally break free of your cell. Now you face danger at every turn on a desperate quest to escape the Dark Castle. Simple fantasy adventure game with a focus on atmosphere, storytelling, and player cooperation, perfect for newcomers to tabletop gaming. Fun stuff. And we have a couple of expansions for that one also. Adventure Pack 2, Scourge of the Undead Queen. Gorging on the castle's unending supply of tortured souls, the Undead Queen now holds sway over the darkness. Rallying against her new companions, step forth, powerful allies to assist in your desperate quest. And Adventure Pack 3, Blight of the Plague Lord. Welcome to the domain of Plague Lord, a monstrous mass of weeping pustules. His recent dominance has brought a new kind of danger to Dark Castle, a threat more terrifying than any creature, the Plague. Nifty, nifty stuff. Oh goodness, stand up. Okay. Next big pile. We have Marvel Zombies. From Cool Mini or Not, a zombicide game. Here we have the base game. It's a cooperative game with 1 to 6 players controlling zombified superheroes facing off against shield agents and living superheroes controlled by the game itself. The goal is to complete mission objectives, defeat your enemies, and most importantly, satiate your ravenous hunger. Eliminating enemies and devouring bystanders makes you powerful, but the bigger a danger you pose, the more forces are sent to hunt you down. The ever-growing hunger makes you stronger, but if you won't feed it, it will consume your mind and body. Only by working together can the zombie heroes find the key to their salvation. Lots of cool minis because it's Cool Mini or Not. Also, from Marvel Zombies and Zombicide, Cool Mini, Marvel Zombies X-Men Resistance. When the zombie invasion took over the world's mightiest heroes, most assumed everything was lost, but some superheroes still remain to stand against the undead. Old allies will need to be put down before they can devour every single last person on the planet. So, assemble your superhero team and muster all the power you can. You are humanity's last hope. More cool minis. Bunch of expansions for it also. Hydra Resurrection. Not a base game. Cut off one head, 2 more shall take its place, but when Red Skull commands an army of undead Hydra soldiers, even the ones with severed heads will continue his megalomaniac crusade. S.H.I.E.L.D. and its allies have no choice but to stand against this dark organization. Heroes will have no place in a world controlled by Red Skulls. Fanatical hordes, hail Hydra. Fantastic Four Under Siege. High up on the top floors of the Baxter Building, Mr. Fantastic is putting the final touches on his dimensional teleporter, a device that could mean a new beginning for the remaining superheroes. However, it could also open up an infinite supply of worlds for the zombie heroes to devour. The siege of the Baxter Building has begun. Can the zombies, led by Dr. Doom, break through, or will the Fantastic Four hold fast? Again, not a base set. And not a base set. Clash of the Sinister Six. Over the years, there have been many versions of the infamous supervillain group known as the Sinister Six, formed by outcasts whose only common trait seemed to be a casual disregard for law and order, as well as general hatred of Spider-Man. With half of them now turned into zombies, however, their dynamics have changed considerably as the war between the living and the undead escalates. More cool minis. Again, that's an expansion, not a core game. This one's been getting oh, there's one more Marvel Zombies. Guardians of the Galaxy set. Even smaller expansion. In the vastness of space, nobody is safe from the zombie invasion. Not even a close-knit band of misfits like the Guardians of the Galaxy was able to keep from being torn in half in the wake of the outbreak. But their troubles, and the entire universes, are only just starting because zombies may be bad, but a zombie Thanos is way worse. A zombie Thanos in possession of the Infinity Stones? Well, now that's just what nightmares are made of. Cool stuff. Cool minis, in fact. Here we have a popular item from last year, revised. The calendar of many adventures for 2025. It's a 12-month calendar, which features 12 battle maps in 1-inch scale for your favorite role-playing fantasy adventure games, and adventures to go with them. There's a QR code for each month that your dungeon master or game master can scan to get an adventure to play on that month's map. Very limited supply. Cool stuff. Buy yours now. Okay, well, not now because I'm recording this on a Sunday and we're not open, but you get the idea. This one from DeVere Games, Rock Hard 1977, got a ton of buzz at Gen Con this year. In fact, we've already sold a copy and we haven't even shown it to you yet. Work your job, rehearse on time, up all night, lose your mind. All your life you wanted to be a rock star, but before you can play in a stadium of adoring fans, you need to write songs, rehearse, record a demo, hire a crew. None of it's cheap, and there's still rent to pay. Yourself, play in the best venues, hang out, and climb your way to stardom one step at a time. That was poorly edited. Anyway, Rock Hard 1977 is a game about becoming a rock and roll star in the late 70s. You will practice with your band, go to work, promote yourself, play in the best venues, hang out, and climb your way to stardom one step at a time. Become a jukebox hero. In the game Rock Hard 1977, you play as one of 10 unique musicians trying to make it big back in the day. How will you get to the top? Let your manager grease those wheels, or hang out at the hottest clubs and meet the movers and shakers yourself. Perhaps you go to bed early and get a jump start on your day. Whatever you do, one thing is clear. When the others rock, you rock harder. Speaking of Game Right, here's one of their releases for this year. Midsummer Night's Fair, an enchanting dice game with a twist in the tale. A fair has come to town, and all are welcome to enter and partake of its games. But watch out, this is no ordinary fair. It's run by elves and fairies, as it's Midsummer's Eve. They are in quite a capricious mood. All the games involve chance, but be warned, fairy magic might just throw your odds off. In Midsummer Night's Fair, you will play through 10 mini-games, choosing dice to try and achieve the individual victory conditions of those games. However, all players can use fairy mischief cards to change the dice and the outcomes of the game. If you win, tempt fate again by rolling for extra points in the prize pit. Will you score high, or will the dragon eat your dice and leave you with nothing? This fair will keep you guessing. Fun. And I know a bunch of people who are into fairies, fae games, and the like. Perhaps you're one of them. For Pathfinder 2nd Edition, Howl of the Wild. In the pocket-sized edition, a wild adventure. Join a curious naturalist and his eccentric crew crossing continents in their fantastic airship, cataloging the world's most famous creatures. Along the expedition, players will find new character options to bring their wildest characters to life, from new ancestries like the strong minotaur or magical merfolk, to awesome spells and ferocious archetypes, to new animal companions and gear forged from the scales and fangs of mythical beasts. GMs can look forward to a veritable menagerie to unleash on their players, containing animals, expansions on classic monsters, and never-before-seen creatures from every corner of the Age of the Lost Omens campaign setting. Nifty stuff for your Pathfinder 2nd Edition in the smaller, cheaper paperback pocket edition. From Modifius, for the Fallout factions and Fallout Wasteland War minis games, the Disciples dice set, the Operators dice set, and the Pack dice set. That one's particularly bright. From Smirk and Dagger Games, we played this one a couple times earlier this year. I think it's super great. This game is killer. Alien on Board, a hilarious, deadly party game. You're on a ship, may or may not be called the Sulaco. In this hilariously deadly party game about being hunted by an alien life form aboard a cramped cargo vessel in deep space, the object is simple: survive at any cost and remove the alien threat before it kills you. Death comes quickly in this game, and 10 minutes later, you're all jumping back in to play again. Super fun, very fast playing. But then again, it's from Smirk and Dagger, so you know it's good. More Pokemon. My goodness, there's a lot of Pokemon. Hey, there's a holiday coming up at the end of the month here. If you're into that kind of thing, here we have the Trick or Trade Booster Bundle, 35 mini packs of Pokemon TCG cards to hand out to your favorite costumed kiddos. We have a very limited supply of those available for sale because we're going to be handing them out at our Trick or Treat. Individual packs. Ticket to Ride Iberia, the latest new map pack, and the backside of it is South Korea because it's a double-sided board. Why not? Discover the Iberian Peninsula and embark on a train trip where every step of the journey will resonate with the rhythm of celebration, from the lively streets of Barcelona to the festive squares of Seville. Collect and maximize sets of festival cards as your network expands, but plan your travel carefully, as other players will offer fierce competition to reach cities and claim their rewards before you do. Also includes South Korea map, which offers a unique twist on how routes are organized. Be quick and efficiently use your high-speed train bonuses to claim the most valuable routes and secure the highest positions on the province chart. Not a standalone game, requires Ticket to Ride or Ticket to Ride Europe to play. Woo, that's a lot of stuff. But that is not all, because, you know, we do organized play here at Fun Factory Hobbies. Upcoming, we have on Friday, October 11th, Friday night, Casual Commander at 6 p.m. Saturday, October 12th at 11 a.m., our monthly Pokemon TCG League Challenge. At 1 p.m., our monthly Pokemon Go League Challenge. At 2 p.m., our standard Pokemon League. Friday the 18th, Casual Commander at 6. Saturday the 19th, Pokemon League at 2. Friday the 25th, Magic Duskmorn Trick or Treat event. It'll be a draft, I think, or maybe sealed. I don't remember specifically off the top of my head, but you can find details online. But yeah, it's a $25 entry fee. You get a bunch of boosters, including a collector booster while supplies last. But we have more collector boosters than we have seats, so supplies will last. Yeah, an event you want to attend. Saturday the 26th, Pokemon League. I've got Magic and Pokemon stuff scheduled through the end of the year on our Facebook page and on the Wizards of the Coast and Play Pokemon official sites, adding stuff all as we go along. I know there's a D&D event coming up in November, although nobody's bothered to show up for the ones that we've scheduled the last couple of months, so whatever. Yeah, that's what's up. Thanks, as always, for checking out what's up at Fun Factory Hobbies. Thanks for having an interest in the new products that we bring in, and cool restocks. Speaking of restocks, since I mentioned it, we did restock the 2024 Players Handbook. We had been out of those for a brief while, and Tammy also did a cleaning / reorg of the Magic Corner, so she unburied a few treasures that we thought we were out of. How about that? So come in and get your game on. Again, thanks for checking it out. We will see you next time. Bye-bye.